So forget everything you've learned about trading and trading psychology and just listen to what I'm about to tell you in this video. The next time you deal with an emotion in trading, imagine it's Wednesday. You haven't gotten any setups this week and you sit down in front of the charts. It's maybe bad weather, you may be sleep deprived, you may be tired, you may be frustrated, you may be anxious, and you sit down in front of the charts and you get this feeling today like, please, I need a trade today, I just need something. And then the market gives you something. You go in and it goes a bit in your favor, then it goes against you, and you get this panic. You get this feeling of, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening again. It's already Wednesday, you hit break even or you hit stop loss, nothing happens. And it's Thursday, you don't see a setup, and you just get this frustrating feeling like you've accomplished nothing this week. This is the cycle that repeats itself, and people don't know how to deal with this in an effective way. So the first thing you need to understand is it's your fault. Like, I know this is not what you want to be hearing. You want to be hearing that how can you deal with these emotions, etc. But the thing is, all those emotions are trying to tell you something, and they're trying to tell you that you're just not able to get those good setups this week and you get frustrated. But why? Thing is, you probably don't have enough technical knowledge. I know that everyone tells you like you have enough technical knowledge, but the thing is, you always have to develop yourself. Every week you should look at trading educational content, you should improve, and you should try to become a better trader. Not necessarily look for a new strategy, that's not what I'm saying. You should just try to look at others, try to learn as much as humanly possible, and just gather information in your mind that will sit in the back of your mind, and somehow by reviewing the market enough, live backtesting, you will just magically know how to execute. You can't explain it, you just know because you have all this information. It's like learning a language. So then you can think about how to deal with those emotions. But by educating yourself, you will build that confidence and you feel like you're developing. Even though you don't get a single setup that week, that's fine for now. You feel like you're developing yourself, you feel like you're becoming better, you're reviewing the market live, you're looking at things you've learned, trying to apply that live, maybe on a demo account. But the thing is, you feel like you're developing, you feel like you're expanding in trading and becoming better. That's the thing. But because a lot of people don't feel like they're becoming better or learning anything new the whole week, that's why you get this bad feeling. So that's the number one thing. And then we come to trading psychology, of course. This is also really important, but I want to have a different approach. Think about those feelings you get in the market that I described when you don't get that setup that week. So instead of, a lot of people tell you like go for a walk, like that, as if that's going to solve anything. Just close the charts, go for a walk, like meditate, like forget all that stuff. Like if you need to go for a walk, then you're already cooked. Like you need to, like if you have to close the charts and you can't handle the chart moving without you, that in itself is a large issue, guys. That's crazy. Like it's just a chart moving up and down. If you can't look at a chart moving up and down without like clicking like an addict, like that in itself is a huge issue. And a lot of times you will actually miss opportunities by closing the charts and going for your walk. Like while you're going for your walk, then maybe something appears, you don't know that yet, and then you could actually make like 10k on that trade. But a lot of people like, I need to go for a walk, like let's go for a walk. Like that's crazy, guys. Like don't do that. You have to find a better, more productive way to deal with your emotions. So a lot of people try to avoid their emotions. Like you try to avoid the emotions by closing the charts, not looking at it, going for a walk. And that's better than sitting there and obviously taking stupid trades, but that's not the way to go in the long term. Like you can't do that as a professional unless you know that there's nothing for you at the rest of the day. Then you can close the charts and go for a walk. But other than that, you can't do that every single time. So, and you also have to review the markets live sometimes. So what you have to be doing is you have to stop avoiding your emotions, and you have to stop avoiding the emotions and stop suppressing the emotions. Just accept the emotions and just feel them, and they will eventually disappear by themselves. But you can't avoid the emotions. That's not going to work. And you have to accept and surrender to the emotions. You may be feeling frustrated. You don't have a single setup at the end of the week, and obviously you're going to feel frustrated because that's obviously not your goal. Like, you get frustrated, that's fine, but you just have to accept that emotion, and you have to tell yourself, this is not feeling good, and if I want to do this stuff full time, then I can't go a whole week and just don't get a single setup, like just not even a scalp. Like, that's crazy. But the thing is, then you have to say to yourself, okay, I don't get a single setup this week, but I'm learning, I'm watching educational content, and I'm reviewing the markets live, I'm demo trading, I'm looking at what works, I'm journaling, I'm learning, I'm observing. Like, just, the thing is, you have to feel like you're doing something, right? Instead of just sitting there reviewing the charts, you can journal, like journal your even your thoughts. You can journal what you're thinking while you're sitting there. Like, that in itself is actually progress. Like, I know it sounds weird, but like, everything changed for me once I started to journal what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling, because then you can look back at it and read it again and again, and you actually like remove those emotions, those feelings from yourself. You separate them from yourself by writing them down, preferably on a paper, pen and paper, and just like reading it from a third person point of view, and you like create a distance between yourself and those emotions. And I try to teach people, like my students, how to do this and how to actually like just get to a point where trading doesn't feel that draining for you emotionally. There's a link to the Discord in the bio where I go over all these steps. I go over my strategy and live market analysis every single day, and I really try to help people, obviously with trading, but all the other stuff as well. And next week I'm joining a mentorship as well, because I want to learn from others as well. I always want to be learning, no matter how good you get at trading. Like, you always want to learn, to develop yourself, and to just know that the market never stands still. Like, market conditions are changing, you have to adapt, you have to like develop yourself, and like there is no end destination in trading. You just keep going, keep learning more. So you may not get a setup this week, but then in a year you get 2 setups on the same week, and then in 2 years you get like maybe not more setups, but you get better setups. And you, this week where you made nothing, you would probably you can make 5%, 10% in 3 years from now on the exact same price action, the exact same type of week. So instead of blaming the markets, you have to look inwards and think, like, you can't say I didn't get a single setup. Like, the market is not giving you a setup. Like, you take the trades. Like, the market is just moving. The market isn't like Santa Claus that's giving you a setup, like, here you go, Merry Christmas. Like, you have to go in. The market is just moving. You have to decide and like make your own decisions where you want to buy and sell. That's completely up to you. So I hope this video helps, and just deal with your emotions. Don't try to suppress them, don't try to avoid them. Accept them, surrender, and they will pass. Good luck, guys. See you next video.